Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today I thought we would do a really simple, not really, a deconstructed envelope, a full page deconstructed envelope on the back side of this page. This was the last video. Our cute deconstructed envelope with the insert. Super cute. If you want to see this, I really loved this video. I really loved the way this turned out. If you want to see this, I will link it right here, specifically this video up here and down in the description box below. Super cute, super cute, super cute. But I thought we would do a really easy deconstructed envelope on the back side of this page here. So if you want to see this album constructed from the beginning to now, or the entire album once we're finished, if you want to start at the beginning and go step by step with me, I will link the playlist up here and down below. There's a specific one just for this album. This is the Basically Amazing Printable Scrapbook Album templates. The templates are available in my Etsy shop, and we are using the text background and the grungy wood background for this mini album. And the paper collection we're using is the Darcelle by Prima. This is a really pretty, beautiful paper collection. And we are working on the C-sized album. 4 sizes of albums in this set of templates. There's A, B, C, and D. D is the smallest, A is the largest, and we are working on the C. So this one was designed around a 5x7 portrait style photo. So like this. This one was kind of designed with that in mind. The D was designed with the 4x6 portrait in mind. So each album has a specific thing in mind for it. Here is the prototype album that we are closely following, which is why we're being able to like just truck right on through, because most of the inspiration is already done for me. I already did this months ago, so I'm following it rather closely. But you can see it's not exactly the same. So this is where we're at, and then this right here is what we ended up doing. This is what we ended up doing, and this is what's in the prototype. But if you want to see a specific flip through of this album, I have a video up here. I'll link it up here and down below of all 4 sizes. You can see a flip through of all 4 sizes of the prototype. So if you want to see that, check that out. But it's a lot of fun to see how you can take a basic idea and turn it into something even better. Like, that was a really cool idea to have just a plain page, but to turn it into something a little bit better just made it even that much better. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. All right, you guys. So be sure to subscribe to my channel. By the way, if you want to follow these step-by-step videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell icon, and then actually turn the notifications on. Actually, turn the notifications on so you get notified every time I upload a video. Alright, so let's get moving. I have already printed out, I got a little bit of glue seepage from my boo-boo that I fixed, my magnet boo-boo that I fixed. I've already printed out what I need, what I think I need for now. So out of the set of templates, I printed off page 10D, which 10D is actually the main base page for the D-size album. So I printed the main base page, or I'm sorry, 10D off on white cardstock, and I printed the text background design. So we're going to use this part as a flap and this part as a flap. So I printed this. This is 80-pound white cardstock. It's linked in my special Amazon list that I have listed down below that is specifically for this album. So if you want to see anything that I'm using in this album, it is linked in that list. So I got one of those, and then, oh, you know what, I like having my clips there because I can flip to it quickly while I'm recording. It makes recording that much faster. So then I also printed page 22EF. Now this is what I'm going to use these as flaps to keep inserts from falling out. So this is 22EF, printed on white cardstock, and this is just a post-it note keeping my thoughts together. And I still sometimes forget steps that I wanted to take. Alright, so what I am going to do is grab my paper trimmer. So these are both going to be flaps. So I am going to cut, I'm going to use the full tabs. Trim this edge here. I'm gonna trim the top and bottom of the page off. This is a Fiskars Precision rotary paper trimmer. I love it. My elbow's getting a little bit better. My janky elbow. Turns out that's a word. I looked it up. It's an actual word. It means what I think it means. I don't know if it's getting better. I don't know why it's getting better, but it's not as bad. I mean, it's still, I can't hardly straighten it out. There's pain there when I straighten out my elbow, but I'll tell you what, there for a while I could not sleep or anything. So now I've got two separate pieces that look like this, right? And then for this page, I'm going to cut, I'm only going to be using two. So I'm going to cut these two short strips off the bottom like that. And then I'm going to trim this away. I'm going to cut the two short strips off of the top of this as well. And then I'm going to put this away into the stuff that I can use for future pages. For further pages? For future pages. Alright, so I'm going to trim this away right here. And then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to trim this tab. Right, so now we've got something that looks weird like this. So now I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to leave the two tabs on there. Like that. This is a We Are Memory Keeper scoreboard, pencil, Teflon stylus. All of these things are linked in my Amazon. And then the pencil stylus is also linked at a scrapbook store, if you want to check that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score all of these tabs. Like that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burnish this away, and I'm going to burnish that away. So I'm going to do this to all four pieces, and then I'm going to come back with my distress stain, my distress oxide walnut stain. I'm going to ink all my edges front and back because none of these are going to be attached down. So I'm going to ink them all up, and then I'll be back. Sorry. Okay, everybody. Alrighty, I have everything cut out, inked up, ready to go. Everything's inked up both sides. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this away. Wait a minute, before I do that, before I show you that, I'm going to use some of my corner punches. What row? Something keeps happening over here. Maybe I need to put this one. No, I need that one. I love that one. I'm going to use this We Are Memory Keepers large angle corner punch. And I am going to cut these little corners here because I think I want it to look like it's like a tag, even though it's going to be a little short tag. But I wanted to do that because that's going to be one of the flaps that fold over right here. So it's going to be attached down to there. And then this one, I think I'm going to round the corners of this one. Maybe I'll do the bigger one. Let's do the 1/2 inch. I'm going to round the corners of the bigger flap here. Like that. And I don't know if I want to do anything to those yet. Let me think. I can make them look like... Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on them yet. I guess I can always just change my mind and chomp those later. So here's what we're going to do. So for both of the ones that have the text on them, we're going to flip them over and we're going to put tape on this tab right here. This is 3/8 of an inch score tape. I'm going to put tape on that tab. And then we're going to put tape on this tab. Just like that. And we're going to burnish. And then, oh, my garbage bowl got pushed aside somehow. I'm going to notch these ever so slightly. Right. Alright, so I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach this down. So I'm going to attach this flap down, text face down. I'm going to attach it without going over the score there. Just going to walk it down without going over the score mark along here. And I'm going to press. Alright, so that is now attached. And then I'm going to take this other one with the text background facing down. And I'm going to attach it down. This is a We Are Memory Keepers like pick thingy. I don't know what it's called. I'll have to get the package out. I keep forgetting to say that. I'm still trying to get used to it, so I don't know. I haven't really been promoting it because I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I like it. It's okay. It's just I'm trying to. It's hard to get used to. That's the best thing I can think. That's the only way I can think to describe it. Okay. It's just so big. So it's going to close like this, right? So then we're going to have two flaps, one attached on the bottom and one attached on the top, that we are going to have. It's going to attach with a magnet closed so that whatever's in here, it'll stay closed, if that makes sense. It will stay down. That's the best way I can think to, it won't wiggle around, won't fall out. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So these are just, there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm just going to pick a side, and we're going to put tape on one side and do the exact same thing. Sorry if I seem slightly distracted today. We're actually going to be closing on my mom's house tomorrow, and the realtor is sending me all kinds of texts and things, and I mean, it's a good thing, and it's also, yeah, I don't know, it's a good thing, and it's closure, and it's a bad thing because it's closure. I don't know, it's just, there's all kinds of emotions going on right now that I can't seem to quite filter through correctly or something. I don't know, but anyway, so I keep getting texts, and that's why I keep getting distracted. I'm so sorry. All right. So I'm going to try to find the middle of this page. It doesn't matter really. It's not going to be that noticeable, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to go on the edge there. Then the same thing for up here. I should flip the book around so I can see. Okay. So I can see roundabouts where I'm at here. It's not too bad. I don't think I did too bad. Because I'm gonna go like this. I kind of wish I would have scooted them down a little bit so you wouldn't be able to see them. These little pieces here. Well, I guess now's a good time to show you how to use this undo stuff. Yeah, I've already pressed down too hard. So this is for adhesive. It doesn't work for dry adhesive, just so you know. So I've got this linked in my Amazon. You can get it at craft stores too, I'm pretty sure. But it's got this little tray here for you to drip some stuff into. And then what you want to do is you want to take this little lip and you want to just gently pull up on the piece and let this, whatever this stuff is, seep up under there and get that adhesive to release. Right? So you can see it left like a spot on my paper. But what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to let it dry on its own and come back and show you that it doesn't hurt anything. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I do this a lot. Lots of my subscribers suggested this to me, this product, and I finally got it. Come on, why aren't you working? I finally got it, and I used it a lot when I was designing these templates, because I would put something together and be like, you know, that's, see, I didn't get enough on there, and that's okay. It's going to be matted. It's not going to matter, but at least that way you'll know that I'm using the same book, because I tore the paper right there. So I'm going to let that dry. I guess I'll go read all these text messages real quick. I'm going to let that dry, and then when it's dry, I'll come back and we will work that situation out. Okay, I am back, I think. I've been gone a second. It's completely dry. You can see where I tore the paper up right there. See that? I think it's completely dry. It might still need a little bit more time, but I'm cleaning up, just tidying it real quick, because I somehow managed to get myself a huge mess going on here. I don't know what happened. Oh, my phone's in the wrong spot. That's why. I'll tell you what. Let me move my stuff back around where it's like where I want it to be. This one here. Me and this one's gonna have a talk. Me and this chomper. It keeps falling. It says, "Clean me out, lady." That's what it keeps saying. I heard it. Okay. And I know it's hard to believe, but the sticky is still sticky on there. So, and it's going to be matted over top, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm going to do this time, flip this piece over, and I'm going to mark where this flap stops, because I didn't like seeing it. I didn't like seeing this edge past it. You know, it either needs to not be past it or purposely be past it, like artistically. And maybe we could do that too. I hadn't thought of that. We could maybe artistically be past it to where it looks like an envelope. Okay, well, let's do that then. That's what we've decided we're doing. I'm just going to butt it right up to that tab there, even though you're not going to see that tab at the finished product. At the finished product. In the finished product. And I hope this looks good. If not, well, we'll just remove them again. Because I didn't add more adhesive. You can see how that's like kind of sticking up right there. So, but that's okay. Alright, so what does that look like? Oh, that looks more like a deconstructed envelope. So now that makes me want to round these corners. So that's what I'm going to do. No, I'm not. Maybe a little. Maybe just a hair. I'm going to do the 1/4 of an inch one. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it the 1/4 of an inch? Let me try it this way. See, I made another decision on the fly here. I hope my head's not getting in the way. Yeah. See, I need to clean them out. That'll be better. When it's folded, it looks more like a envelope. So I'm going to do this side real quick. Of course, it would have been easier to do this before I attached it to the page. But again, I'm slightly distracted today, so I do apologize once again. Alright, so I am going to go ahead, even though we're matting it, I'm going to run just a little bit of wet glue under here. Oh, the one that's not working. I still haven't had time. It's the same day as the last video, so I haven't had time. When it's quiet in the house, I try to do recording because it's so hard to record when people coming in and out and in and out. And I know most of you do not care if there's disturbances, but I care. So, and it's distracting for me, and I don't like that. So, all right. So before we can mat anything, I'm going to be adding magnets. So I'm going to be matting this side, so I'm going to add a magnet here because I think a magnet here and a magnet here. I think I'm going to have to do magnet to magnet because we're going to add some loose inserts. And then there's going to be a magnet, or maybe not, because these are going to be able to hold it down. Magnet to magnet, magnet to, well, you know what? We'll just try. Let's just try. I'm going to grab my thing of magnets. And one of the things I need to make sure is when I've got this closed that there's nothing that's, oh look, there's a magnet there. So it kind of makes me wonder if I should just use that to my benefit. Maybe it's not going to matter because I don't think it's going to matter, you guys. So I'm going to add one to, after all that, I'm going to add one to that cover there. I'm going to get me a couple pieces of tape. And I'm just going to search. Oh, I'm going to put a thingy there. Ooh, glad I caught myself. Let's put it not in the center because I'm going to do a whole reinforcement thing. And I won't be able to punch through a magnet. Well, nope. Right, so then take another magnet, right, and I'm going to put some tape on the back of that, remove the backing, and put the excess tape on the magnet. And we're going to close that up. Give it a little push. Yes, it should stay just perfectly fine. Okay, so then the next thing is we want to add there, let's see. Trying to think of what I'm going to do. What am I doing? I think I'm going to use a magnet. I think there's only going to be one layer back here. And if there's two layers, it's going to be just a coffee stained paper, I think. That's what I've decided. So, that being said, see, that's way far up there, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to add a magnet on the top and a magnet on the bottom. Meaning one up here and one. I know this is magnet heavy, you guys. I know. You do not have to use magnets. You can just leave them be. You do not have to use magnets. Okay? But I like magnets. I like using magnets. Again, you do not have to use magnets. So I'm going to put one up top here. And then I'm going to put one down here. There's a link in the description box below to a magnet store, an online magnet store. And then I'm going to use these tin caps. These are, I think these will work just fine. These are linked in my Amazon. They are for roofing. So if you look at your Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, you might be able to find them. I can't find them in my area, so I have to get them online. But my mom, they were in my mom's stuff, so I don't know where the original inspiration came from, but it's a great idea. It's definitely a magnet saver. I like it. because the tin caps are not magnetized. They're not magnets, but magnets do stick to them. So this is what we have right here. Okay, perfect. And you can also cut them into bits and pieces with your Tim Holtz scissors. Here, I'll show you if you don't believe me. You can literally just cut them with your Tim Holtz scissors. I wouldn't use any old scissors, but you can definitely cut them with your scissors. Okay, so it's gonna close like this. Right? Nice and tidy. So I'm gonna mat. I've already figured out some things. So out of the templates, I'm going to, I already printed off page 57D, which is 10D's mat. I printed it off in wood, so I'm going to use this to mat that big flap there, and I'm not going to use this right now. And then I need the mat for the main base C page. This is on page 56C, so we're going to mat this. So I need the traceable template for that. So let's start there. Let's see, I've already picked out my paper. I'm going to use this paper to mat this part here because I like it. I haven't got to use it yet, and I want to. Okay, so I'm going to trace this out, and I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to ink them up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got both pieces cut out, so this piece is going to go here. I got them inked up too. That piece goes there. And then this one, I rounded the corners so that it'll match that. It's going to go there, like that. See, won't that be cool? So now, oh, no, these won't be sticking out. Let's go ahead and shut that. It's going to go like that. But I want a dark color here, and I put this piece in my crafty tray that I got all my leftover pieces, and you remember from the last video, I trimmed this off. I needed that piece that was here. Yeah, and look, this would have been perfect. So I think, right? Won't that look good together? So I'm going to attach these back together, and nobody will be the wiser. Am I right? So I mean, they should fit 100% perfect. So I'm just going to put these back together, and then I'm going to trace the mat onto it. I promise I will do my tape dispenser video. I promise you guys. I know everybody keeps asking me. I started working on it, believe it or not. I started on it, and because I had to do some like pre-work, like some prep work, you know. And something happened, and I don't remember what it was now. So I'm just literally going to tape this back on, or together. Yep, and tape it back together. And then I'm going to burnish that tape really, 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 really good. Yep. I just don't want to cut into a new piece, you know. Where did I do it? Templates. All right. I'm going to put the mat back for this page we just did, for main base page C. I'll put that mat back. Then on this following page, whoops, I don't need that. I need the mat for the smaller pocket, belly band, flip page, whatever. And that is page 57D. So, whoops. So, yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I think it'll look good, this dark color. So I didn't want to cut into a new piece, so you got to do what you got to do. I had to press a little harder with my pencil so I could see. I'm going to get my paper trimmer back out. You think this will work, you guys? You think anybody will be the wiser? The Weisenheimer? Okay, there's that. Then there's this. Matter of fact, I might just go ahead and trim that little extra piece off. Put that back in my crafty tray. See what we think, right? I think we had to do it. So now I need to angle these corners, and I'm going to use the large angle. And again, I'm going to stick it in there like I'm going to cut it like normal, then I'm going to pull it back up just a hair. And same on this corner. Stick it in, pull it back just a hair. Again, things are getting pushed around. All right, now I'm going to ink this up, and we're going to go ahead and attach it down before I change my mind. There's no changing my mind today, or right now. I love that, I love that, I love that. Okay. I'm going to use my tape runner. And I'm going to run a little bit over top of that, even though it's fine, it's not going anywhere. And then I'm going to line this edge up. That undo also works on this type of tape too, just FYI. Let's go ahead, put a piece of tape over that magnet. Let's go ahead and attach this one down. I'm going to give this a little bit in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to, oh, I should probably be matching the rounded corner part up better. Right, looks like that. Boom, boom. And then let's go ahead and attach this one down. I guess I could have cut into the sheet I cut this off of, couldn't I? Oh well. I wasn't thinking clearly. But hey, I used the scrap, so there, I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Use your scrap. Okay. I don't know why I'm reluctant to press this down. I'm being weird. Right? Perfect. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I did want to make this like a tag looking thing. So, there's the magnet right there. I'm just going to try and center this up. You know, it's probably not gonna be. Okay, now I'm gonna take my office punch, punch through there, perfect, and put another one on the back side. Perfect. And then I want to add some baker's twine, this black and white baker's twine. How do I want to do this? Going this way, this way. I mean, it's all in the details, you guys. It's all in the details. Doesn't that look good? Okay, all right. Okay, now we need to finish off these pieces here. It doesn't look like I went back and inked those, did I? I might have. So I think I am going to, out of the Basically Amazing photo mats, These are available in Fancy Shop. This page, page 28, has the brown photo corners, and it's kind of like where you could like journal. You see how you could just journal? But I think I'm gonna cover that up. I think. But you could also use page 103, I think, is the page that looks like this, but it doesn't have the black. So if you don't have the Basically Amazing, you could totally just use what's in your tip. Let me look, just so I can tell you. Yeah, page 103. So you can also use page 103 and just mat it with black cardstock. Mat this page with the mat that is for this page, and then you can put page 103. You can put those over top if you so choose. Alright, so I was thinking about using 4 of these, one for each side of here, and then on the back side, covering this with coffee stained paper, but on the front side, I want to use decorative paper, but I don't know which decorative paper. So let me move this. Alright, I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer here. Oops, wrong thing. I think I might need that template though. So if you just have these, let me show you what you can do if you need a template. I'm going to sacrifice one of these quickly to show you. Alright, I'm going to put these up in my stuff to use. Ooh, I just saw these. I wonder if these might look good. Remember from the envelope? These were inserts from the envelope. I'm going to hang on to those. We might be using those to mat these pieces here. We'll see. We'll see. We might get creative. Alright, so I said we're gonna need 4, but I need 1 extra. I should probably try to cut that white line off, but I'm not going to. So for the 1 extra, I'm gonna go ahead and separate it here so that I don't waste one. I am gonna cut at that white line and cut the black off. Just like this. Oops. So now I have a template that I can trace onto my paper. So let me finish cutting these out, and then I'm going to ink the edges with the archival ink in jet black. That's just what I have. I'm going to ink those white edges so that they can't be seen, and then I'll be back. Okay, I got all of these ready, and I do think I'm going to sacrifice. Let me show you where that envelope is. It is the inserts that are part of this envelopes. So this is the vintage envelopes and inserts, and it's set number 1. And the ledger is one of the, why won't that go in? The ledger is one of the inserts for it. So I am going to use that because I think that'd be a good place to where you could jot things down. So that's what I'm going to do. So I was thinking, and while I was thinking, I started tracing. So I took my little traceable template, and I've already traced it out twice on here, and then twice on my coffee stained paper. And what I should have done was grab my scraps instead of trace out on this. Sometimes. But I've already traced it, so we're going for it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, I'm just using my scissors, and So now that I've sacrificed an insert, I'm going to put this in my crafty tray because now I can use bits and pieces of that. And then I'm going to cut this in half. I just think it'll look cute. And then the same for here. Oops. Okay. So before I ink anything up, I wanted to show you once again. Now, I don't think these are available anymore. This is a We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper, and this one has the photo corner. I'm hoping they come back out with it, but if not, again, I've got a video where I show you some different alternatives. I will link that exact video up here and down below if I haven't already. I may have already said it. This is my second video today. I'm not sure what I've said. So all you want to do, if you've got this punch, is go through, chomp all the corners the same, and then once you ink it up, you can just layer this on here, and it's a little bit flatter and things don't get hung up, and it looks like you've used real photo corners, and that'll be the mat for those little flaps. So I'm going to go ahead and chomp all these corners, and then I'm going to ink them up. Okay, everything's inked up, ready to go. I'm going to stick this template here. Ouch! Ouch! I'm going to stick these two together so they don't get lost. I don't want to lose that little traceable template that I got there. I am going to go through and I'm going to attach these down. And it doesn't matter, there is no up or down. Right? Doesn't that look cool? Looks like you used real photo corners and holding that piece of ledger down. I guess, does it really matter which way? I don't think it matters. Uh-oh, something got on my... I just love these printable photo mats. They are so versatile. You can do so many things with them. I just love them. You can use them in so many projects. I probably should have used liquid glue because of the different little bits and pieces. Sticking out. But that's okay. Does not matter. And these printable photo mats are way cheaper than photo corners, huh? And it still looks the same. And you can't always use them, but it's good to use them when you can. Oh, I got off a little bit there. That's okay. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add these in. I'm going to put that up. I just had a thought that I wasn't recording just then. I was. I'm going to give that a little bit extra. I just need to decide. Oh, I gotta round these corners. Hold on a minute. Okay, so this is the 1/4 of an inch. Shoot, I should have done that before I, before I put tape. Okay, see, that still looks pretty cool, I think. So now I'm just gonna line this up here. Yeah. That looks pretty neat. I like it. Let me get this one before I forget, because I will. Let's do this, this, Oops, did I not get that one? And then I'm going to just pick, I don't think I got that one very good. Whoa, almost went to the wrong corner. Alright, and then I'm just going to ink those edges really quick with the black. Okay. Now we can add tape runner. This video is probably going to be forever long. I just don't want to split this one up. I don't know why. You guys, do you mind? You guys don't mind, do you? And this one's going to go here. Perfect. And this one's going to go here. Right? Boom, boom. So deconstructed page envelope right there. So that's what we got. So what I want to put in here, and I haven't really printed anything off, but I want to do like 4x6 and a 5x7. Where's my 5x7s? Didn't I print some 5x7s off somewhere? Somewhere. Let's see. Maybe I've already got some printed off in here. I'm pretty sure I do. So here's a 5x7 in the photo mats. This is 1AC. And then the 4x6 is 7BD. And then, do we have a 3x4? Let's just do one of each. I might already have one of, no, I think I used them all. So remember, these are ones that are already printed. I need to make sure I grab the right thing. I'm not sure why that was cut out like that and then stopped. Weird. Okay, so I'm just going to do, what did I just do? One of each. This is why I make these types of books, so that I can store these things in there. It just makes it so much nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this page out. Ouch. And I don't know what I'm going to do on the back sides of these yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have them in there as photo mats, and then if we have scraps and stuff left over when we're all done, then we can come back and do more to the backs. Do something, anything to the back sides. So for now, we're just going to have these in here just like they are. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of each size. How about that? Why not? So I'm going to do the place photo hair stamp. I'm going to ink all of these edges with the black, just to get that white edge off of there, in case I trimmed funny, or just to grab that edge from the actual paper itself. When you trim it, there's going to be a white edge because it's not super thin paper. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Do that really quick, but mainly because, you know, I can't cut straight, so mainly to cover up any sort of wonky cuts. You could, if you want to, you could just put place photo on the back too. Whoops, where am I going with that? Random. It doesn't have to have the photo corners and stuff, so you could totally do that as well. But then you can just put however many photo mats that you want inside of here, and more than likely they are not going to go anywhere. See? So the 5x7 does seem quite large for this, but as an insert, but I like it. Do we like it? I don't know. Should we do anything else to this page? I like it just the way it is. We're going to add to this side of the fin, so I think we're just going to leave it like this. I like it just like that. All right, you guys, do let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment. And don't forget to hit the bell notification, all that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.